hello there. So the goal of this game is to get past the hunters, which are the triangle characters, and to reach the blue dot on the map, which allows you to enter the next floor. So you clear the goal is you win the game if you clear the dungeons in 2 floors, and the hunters move every time you do, and the path which each hunter will follow to you can be seen by hovering the mouse over the hunter. And you die if a hunter reaches your spot.
Right. So naturally, these hunters are pretty hard to fight since, they are using the A-star algorithm. As you can demonstrate, you can see the path that the hunter takes just by hovering your mouse over them. So it's pretty much inevitable that they're going to catch you. So if I move, try to get to the teleporter, you'll see that they quickly make their way into those tight passages, or it's pretty much impossible. And with the next step I take, I'm going to die because it's going to end up crashing right into that hunter. So I'm going to move one step forward, the hunter's going to attack, and then it'll be game over. But there is a way to fight back. So we've introduced a pretty basic combat mechanic, and I'm going to restart the game with the same seed. So the way combat works in this game is that I've dedicated a button to each of the directions that the player can attack in, and essentially the player can attack up, down, left, right, and as well as the diagonal corners. So if I lure the hunter down here, I move here, I tuck away in that corner. Now I can attack the left corner. And boom, hunter removed. There's a little cool sound effect that comes with that as well. So I do that again with this one. And so now my path is clear to teleporter. There's also another pretty cool mechanic where sometimes you get in a tight spot, or maybe the maze is just extremely troublesome to navigate. The world generator creates some very windy mazes. So we have introduced a jump mechanic as well. So this jump allows you to, if the adjacent path is a wall and the one further down is a floor, the character can essentially jump across a certain section. So for example, if I go down here and, I need to get rid of this hunter first. So if I go down here, I can jump to the left, and that puts me right to the left of that. So I've jumped over that wall and gone not just one space over, but 2 spaces over. We also have a limited number of jumps per game, so jumps remaining 2 in the bottom left corner. That's to prevent you from abusing this to leapfrog across the maze. So use it when you're in a tight spot, or if a particular passage is really hard to get through. And finally, the last mechanic we have is floor descent. So similar to games such as like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon or various dungeon crawlers, the game will essentially regenerate a new map should you get to it. So it'll go down, the floor count will go down by 1, and you can see the floor count that it keeps track of in the bottom right corner there. So currently I'm on level 1, but I'm going to go down a floor, and boom, you see I've gone to level 2, and I have a pretty cool little sound effect there. So again, you win by getting to a certain number of, by clearing a certain number of floors. So in this case, I've set that level clear to 2. So once I get to this, once I clear this floor as well, you're going to get a little victory message. Or, well, whoops, I just died. So I'm going to just go right back through that real quick. That was actually not on purpose. I'm going to regenerate the same seed. I'm just going to go real quick through all those motions. So actually, I realized I just generated right next to Hunter, and I did not see that. So I'm going to just get that out of the way right there. So anyways, I recommend skipping to the end if you just kind of quickly want to see how the victory condition works. But essentially, what I'm trying to do is making my way to the teleporter again. So if I clear this floor again, the victory message will show up. And the key thing to note about this game is that it's pretty, it's more puzzly than a real like traditional combat mechanic. It's more about outmaneuvering the hunters. And for now, it's honestly not that difficult. But as the number of levels increase, if you decide to like add a lot more, make it a little more difficult, as you go down, the number of hunters increases quite significantly. And what ends up happening is that you end up starting to struggle a bit more. You can actually start to get boxed in by the sheer number. And if you've got them coming from multiple directions, it's very easy to make a mistake and slip up and get within striking range of these little triangles. Although conversely, because they all beeline straight for you, once you get rid of the ones that are like kind of in your way, then there really aren't that many left to fight after that. So if you can see, I've cleared the whole map, and I now just have to make my way to the teleporter. The particular world generation algorithm we used is extremely windy, so it just basically creates rooms, and it just keeps on putting rooms, and then it uses recursive maze generation algorithms, like pretty heavily based off the ones that we found on the internet, to create the hallways that connect those rooms. And these hallways basically try to cover the entire map. And then we run a pruning algorithm that basically just chops off any dead ends. So I'm about to go through a teleporter, and this will conclude the game. And I'll achieve the victory. So there you see it. And we have some glorious victory music. So again, to recap, the combat mechanic, the three mechanics we used were the combat, pretty basic combat system, the ability to jump across walls to escape where you need to go, and also general floor descent. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything to add, Haroun?
Not much. Thank you for watching our game.
Yes, thank you.